Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with Electro Giant. After a super long slumber, Electro Giant was hibernating for the winter and he is back. He's become a healthier and sturdier Sir with a 9% health point boost. So it's going to take a lot more to take him down. And a lot of his favorite support cards are better than ever too. Giant Skeleton got buffed by Supercell until it became one of the best cards in the game, and now Mother Witch attacks 9% faster. First off, no one expects Giant Skeleton plus an Electro Giant, so a lot of times they'll use their building on top of the Giant Skeleton because they're super scared of that getting anywhere near their tower. If your opponent doesn't have a building and you have Electro Giant, you automatically win the game. Egiant at the river when your opponent doesn't have a building means that they can't build a proper defense. Bomber removes any distraction cards, Lightning is able to destroy any Archer Queens or high damage ranged units, and Mother Witch is possibly the most toxic card in the game right now, stealing your opponent's units and throwing them right back in their face. I love how well this deck has been working on ladder because people don't know how to play against it, and the cards are unbelievably strong right now. So let's go jump straight to some games and assert dominance. I upload daily videos on the channel, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss out. A huge thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag making crazy videos like this one possible. So jumping into this one, we're going to sauce out of good luck and we're going to figure out what the champion's got in store for us. Wow, a true champion dropping his golem in the back. You know what, dude? I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to drop my Egiant at the river. This is one of the most dirty and filthy plays you can do in Clash Royale is all in your opponent, but I feel like what he did is even worse. So I'm going to go for a cage here. I'm going to go and pull the golem and I'm going to pull the Dark Prince. And then since I have Tornado, I might be able to activate King Tower as well. So I definitely want to go Giant Skeleton here. I wasn't able to afford it in time, as you guys could see. So I am going to take a ton of damage from the Dark Prince. But at the same time, I don't think I'm going to lose this. If I go and Tornado this back, it's likely going to be better. Just because I don't think that I would activate King Tower without taking some sort of damage. And I don't want to take any damage when my tower is already that low. I'm going to follow up with a Bomber and pull that to the other side. I wonder if the Goblin Cage goes back. Come on, Goblin Cage. Yes! You're my savior. And then it's like a Congo line of units coming back to save me. Oh, it's like all following the line leader out here. They're like in 3rd grade or something. That was so cute. It's like, I got to go back for my friend. I can't leave him stranded in this desolate place without any source of countering the E-Barbs. I got to help him out. Oh, that was true companionship if I've ever seen it. The E-Barbs are out of cycle, so I think that I can either go for another E-Giant here or I can try to defend. I think it's going to be in my best interest to go for another E-Giant because this guy seems really aggressive and I don't think my Mother Witch even crosses the river, so this is a lot of value for me if I keep the Mother Witch alive and then go in for a cage here and am able to kill the Golem all by itself. The Golem's all alone, and the best thing about E-Giant is it dwindles down any counter pressure that your opponent gets. So that Bandit, it's very low HP right now. I can follow up with a Mega Minion here as well, and I think that it's in our best interest to just follow up with a Bomber. Oh my gosh. Why are all of our units just working on both sides? Double duty every single time you think a unit isn't going to help you, it does. Okay, he's going to go Golem in the back, 100%. Maybe Golem's at the river. I don't know. This guy seems crazy, so I'm not going to put anything past him. He's going to E-Barbs here, so I think that E-Giant would be a bad decision. Oh, he didn't. But if he goes E-Barbs right now, then we can just Tornado it directly into the Giant Skeleton Bomb, so he can't do that. Anyway. Oh my gosh, he did it anyway. No way, bro. What are you doing? Wait, my Giant Skeleton isn't dying. What? What is happening right now? The Bandit's gonna die? No way. I can 3-crown him. There's a chance I could 3-crown this guy. This is too much fun. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying myself at this moment playing against a Golem player, which I never say, you know, most Golem players are so toxic to play against, but that's just built different or something, guys. So with this amount of time left over, it's in our best interest not to Tornado that back. I think I just want to go in, you know, 3-crown him. If I can go for a Lightning here with the E-Giant still alive, we might be able to kill the Barbarians and then have the E-Giant lock on a tower. And then Tornado back the Bandit so it doesn't even kill my E-Giant time. This is awesome. So 420 is what Lightning does. All I have to do is hold the door. Hodor, Hodor, Hodor. We're Game of Thrones out here. Well, this man's Game of Monesing. He is not having a good time. So all we have to do is drop a Lightning and not get body blocked by Elite Barbarians and then something else that he double drops at the same time, and he's not going to do it. GG, well played, and peace out. It's a pleasure taking all of your towers and your trophies and asserting dominance against a dirty Golem in the back first play player. After that win, we're 8,800 in the world. So jumping into this one against Tyler, he's from the reconstructed clan, and the Electro Giant has gotten new life. I feel like his clan is fitting for the scenario. I'm going to follow up with the bomber in the back. A lot of times when people see bomber, they're like, okay, I know what this deck is. It's 110% going to be a golem deck, and we're going to switch it up and swerve him in the worst possible manner. Dropping the Electro Giant, sinking the skeletons into the abyss where they're never going to come out alive. This guy is spending so much elixir, and he's got tombstone. Let's go, guys. This is what I live for. This is what I breathe for. This is what I meme for. How many skeletons can I get turned into pigs? Oh my gosh, I'm getting the entire ranch. Guys, we're a farmer out here. We're farming great interactions. You love to see it. Okay, so I'm going to go in for a goblin cage since I can easily afford my bomber right after. If I went for giant skeleton, I won't be able to afford the splash damage from the bomber.
Get out of my house.
And then I wouldn't be able to get as good of a counter push here. Oh, we get arrows out of him. That's even better. You end up dropping the barbarians and then arrows, giving me a much better elixir investment overall. I'll take that, you know? A pretty good counter for me. Also, I want to kind of keep the giant skeleton so I can build a more formidable push. When we see barbarians, I'm expecting them to not have a version that has Inferno Dragon. Most of the time, they're going to have barbarians or they're going to have Inferno Dragon. So I would expect him to have like guards plus Inferno Dragon maybe. But the barbarians put in so much damage that it just wouldn't make that much sense. So I'm going to go in for Electro Giant here, and then I'm going to go for my Mega Minion on top of his if possible. If I can kill his Mega Minion and then have my Electro Giant get on through, that would be a vibe. If he goes Skeleton Dragons, I can easily tornado them into the Giant Skeleton. Oh my gosh, the Giant Skeleton's getting pushed to the tower. Oh my gosh. You guys see how stupid this is, right? The Giant Skeleton protects the Electro Giant so you can break through and deal a ridiculous amount of damage. This guy is just crying. I feel every single game that we're playing today has been way easier than it should be. He's going to arrow, and then I think we're going to pierce his heart and his soul when we go in for a Giant Skeleton again. And then get this onto the tower. No, he's going to go Tombstone, but for all intents and purposes, there's 44 seconds left in this game. Nothing's going to happen of value. He went in for the wrong card, right? Like, he just cycled something that he's not allowed to. You can't cycle your Tombstone there, so now you have to go in for Barbarians. And I'm going to go Mother Witch here.
I'm Peppa Pig.
I'm going to be able to kill this, turn everything into a piggy, and then you can't break through because then you can't Fireball on the Mega Minion and also the Mother Witch at the same time. Super easy win. We walk with a dub. The E in Egiant stands for easy, and I just think it's the most brainless deck in the game right now. Definitely want to sauce out a good luck and see what this guy's got. You never necessarily know what people are going to randomly whip out on you. I hate doing this. I have to sacrifice a bomber hit. I don't think the bomber's going to hit the Fire Spirit. He wanted to, but then the Fire Spirit decided to splash him in the face. This is bad vibes, you know. It's not necessarily a card that deserves that. You know, bomber already died. You already had to get resurrected into a mobile game to throw out an endless amount of bombs out here. And then you're going to hit him in the face with a Fire Spirit that hits like a fireball. Oh, man, it's uncalled for. All right, so I want to go Giant Skeleton in front because if units die, then my Giant Skeleton is going to make this a really bad time for you. Oh, also, you can damage down the Elixir Collector as well. So I think this is probably the better play. The E-Giant now kills it. Oh, that was so clean because the bomb pushed the Archer Queen into the E-Giant as well. That was awesome. I don't think I could have done a better tornado there. And we might just straight up take the tower. Is this how this game works now? Is this what I need to start doing? Do I just play E-Giant and then slap people silly? I know that you get a +1 trade there, and then you're going to 3 Musketeers me, but I think this is okay. Assuming I defend this well. Oh, what the? What the what? I wasn't prepared for that, to be honest. I thought that this was anything but that. Okay, so I think I'm fine. I can still go in for Mega Minion here, and that's going to work out in our favor. I think it's able to kill the Expo. If you drop skeletons, you're spending more elixir, and you're not going to be able to get too much out of it. Like, the Expo is still going to die. And you don't have a big spell in this deck, if I remember correctly. Oh, Mega Minion, let's go. Let's go. That Mega Minion was unbelievably clutch. That was the best 3 elixir I've ever spent in my life. Not only did it kill the Expo, did it kill skeletons, but it also decided to pop off and devour our opponent's chances of ever getting the tower to stay alive forever. So that's awesome. I think I'm going to lightning here just to annoy my opponent a little bit more. It's funny to do this. I'm toxic. I know. I get it. I'm sorry. It just had to be done. So I can Mega Minion directly on top of this. And even if he's able to kill the Goblin Cage Brawler, I think the Mega Minion should be able to slap him silly unless I'm really unlucky. Guess I'm really unlucky, guys. I guess I'm a super unlucky sir, but it is what it is. Remember, he has no direct source of damage. If I E-Giant on top of this, this would be a pretty big meme. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather Giant Skeleton because if he mini P.E.K.K.A.s, I want the mini P.E.K.K.A. to also die. I think it's in our best interest to go in for a Mother Witch here so then I can start to get some little piggies out here. Give me little piggies. I'm a farmer. We're collecting every source of pigs that we can. We're going to turn you into bacon, man. We're making that bacon out here. Oh, my gosh. I think I can follow up with a bomber, and then he's going to have to expo any second now. Where's that expo at? I'm so satisfied right now with myself. I love beating expo players, and the fact is, like, I've got 2 huge tanks. I've got a giant skeleton, or I've got Electro Giant. And then I can also lightning if things get sticky and tricky. I think this is the ultimate counter to expo. And I've never had so much fun playing an Egiant deck in Clash Royale. Not even running champions, and we're wrecking people. After that one, we're 7,300. All right, so we've got Electro Giant with Giant Skeleton. We want to build up big pushes all in the same side. If we can get to double elixir, this deck is going to be a lot better, so I'm not going to cycle anything unless my opponent does. And when we hit double, we're able to go in for the Giant Skeleton, have that thing explode. Whatever he drops on top of the Electro Giant just goes kaboom, and then the Electro Giant gets onto the tower because I can lightning away any buildings. He went in for a Goblin Cage, so he really didn't give me that liberty to go in for just a waiting game. And whenever we see Dark Prince plus Goblin Cage, I'm thinking it might end up being a graveyard deck. Might be a graveyard, and he probably subs out the Tombstone for a Goblin Cage whenever we see Dark Prince plus that. So that's what I'm assuming. Maybe he's going to have something different and spicy. Nah, he's going to have Golden Knight. He's not going to have the deck that I wanted. Wait, the Giant Skeleton locked onto the tower. I didn't even realize that. Wow, Giant Skeleton, you're nutty. You're broken. That's straight up unfair. And then I can Tornado the Electro Giant to just kill the Inferno Dragon? He has nothing. Just lost the game. That's so sad. I thought this game was going to take a little bit longer, but I guess this is how the deck works. Oh, if you have an Electro Giant deck and I have Goblin Cage and I have this in cycle, you just lose. Because Electro Giant is a little bit broken right now and a little bit of an unfair card, I would just rationalize every decision that you make before you drop the Goblin Cage. Because if you drop your Goblin Cage and you drop it at the wrong time like our opponent did, you're automatically going to lose every single game. You need Goblin Cage. If you drop it on top of a Giant Skeleton coming at you, you're better off dropping like a distraction card, maybe Bomber, maybe going in for like the Giant Skeleton of your own to counter that. Just don't be like our opponent because no one wants to lose the tower that fast. I genuinely did not expect games to be this easy with Electro Giant, but I guess Clash Royale massively overbuffed it. GG, well played, peace out. We'll go on to the next one. Our Giant Skeleton and Electro Giant dominated this man, and now we are 8,800 in the world. All right, we got a game against Mr. Andre. I actually thought it was Rip Andre, but it's RP. Maybe we can add that I in between after this game. Maybe we can just manifest the best possible scenario for us and change this man's name. So I'm going to follow up with nothing because I don't really want to cycle stuff until double elixir. So if this guy's going to be content of just spamming emojis and not spamming cards, that works for me. No, he went in for a Barbaro. Why you gotta be like this, bro? Why you gotta ruin the amazing situation that we had? I thought we were chilling. I thought we were comrades. I thought we were friends. But you just had to break our non-aggression pact, man. Anyway, I want to be able to sustain a huge aggression with the piggies and always being on offense, making sure that we can convert his units to our side. But it's not going to work out in our favor here. I got to go Goblin Cage just because I'm a little bit scared of this guy going in for some crazy stuff. And I want to make sure that that dies before he's able to go in for a clone or something. A lot of times when they have Giant Skeleton, they can clone up their Giant Skeleton. Then the cloned up Giant Skeleton will push that Giant Skeleton into your tower. And then you'll be like, well, that's unfair. And yeah, it's kind of broken. So I'm going to go for Bomber in the back. Maybe I can go for Egiant as well, depending on what happens. I'm just going to Lightning. I think that's better. Because I'm up Elixir. He cycled the E-Wiz later than I cycled the Bomber. And he just doesn't have that much. He's going to take the Bomber hit straight to the face. No way. That's clean. That's a lot of damage. We're currently up 800 right now, and I'll be able to get back to a building. So we don't know if he's going to have Fireball or Lightning. That's the main thing that I'm a little bit concerned about. If he's got Fisherman, I can cancel the Fisherman and use our Tornado. Okay, I think I go Goblin Cage here, to be honest. I might be able to pull back the, push back the RG, not take as much damage. Oh, I really want to target the RG. Come on now. All right, so the RG will die. Giant Skeleton's going to die afterward. That's kind of the order of operations that we wanted to see. If the Giant Skeleton dies first and it pushes back all our stuff, then the RG can have more time to damage us down, and that's never fun. Okay, so it looks like I can't go same side as him as much as I want to. I'm going to go in for an Electro Giant here, and then if he goes in for a Fisherman, I'm poised in position to go in for a Tornado and mess up his King Tower activation. I think that's what he's going to do. I'm expecting it. I'm ready for it. Yeah, buddy. Watch this. Look at that failed fisherman. And this is why Egiant Tornado is broken. People don't expect it. And you got to expect the unexpected out here, because that play is going to become commonplace as people start to realize that, hey, if I'm playing against Royal Giant, probably has a fisherman. If they have a fisherman, I can't let that hurt me. So it's either hurt or be hurted. And I don't want to feel bad about myself, guys. So we're going to go in for a Electro Giant here, and I will probably lightning on top of his Hunter, because that's what he has to do now. And then I don't think he's able to go in for a fisherman as much as he wants to. Still going to do it, but I don't know. It worked out pretty well for him, to be honest. I wish it didn't. Oh, he's going to E-Wiz into that. That's so much elixir. That's so much elixir. This is really good, because I can Mother Witch here. Now I can get value, and I've got Mega Minion, and I also have other stuff. Even if you Fireball, we get a Piggy, and then I can go in for a Mega Minion, and then I can go in for an E-Giant at the river, and then I still have Tornado for your Fisherman. So I don't think you can defend this. He has to try to defend this, but he can't. So I'm just going to Tornado this, so then the Fisherman gets absolutely no value, part 7. I will Lightning, so then we can guarantee that the E-Giant is able to take the tower. And that was just a really dominant display on how you can beat Royal Giant effectively every single time with E-Giant. When it comes to Giants, the Electro Giant reigns supreme as the stronger Sir. And now we're 6,200 in the world. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an awesome rest of your day.